Gemini Monthly Horoscope for February 2021. Gemini Health Horoscope. A month that has very little that can be termed favorable insofar as your health is concerned. This will leave you to fend for yourself as best as you can, which task you can do quite well with a little extra care. First of all, you must stay away from unpleasant people and places. This is because your general surroundings will have a direct bearing on the state of your health. Maintain this precaution and you could fend off many threats to your well-being. There are those who go in for overindulgence of various sorts. One sort is likely to give disease of the sex organs. This should be guarded against. The best thing would be to abstain from such indulgences, or failing which obtain medical treatment. Gemini Finance Forecast. The stars are not in an obliging mood, and as such there is nothing very encouraging about your financial prospects this month. Traders of all sorts would fare poorly or at best, not be able to earn as much as expected. Writers, painters, and other practitioners of the arts would do well to make provisions for an extremely lean period, because that is just what they would face this month. In fact, most of you would have to struggle to derive your planned objectives, and even then not achieve much success. Further, the climate would not be congenial for investment and the launching of new ventures. These could easily get stuck up. Not a very favorable period, during which you should maintain a low profile. Gemini Career and Profession Predictions. Nothing very encouraging this month in the augury from the stars insofar as your career prospects are concerned. A good deal of hard work, in fact a much enhanced workload, would not ensure the realization of expected gains. In fact, this month you have a good deal of dull plodding ahead of you, with no up and downs. There would be some consolation in the fact that you would associate with a number of gifted people of learning who would create meaningful interactions. This in fact would be the saving grace of the period. There is the further danger of some of you trying to operate outside the law for quick gains. Refrain from such activity unless you want to invite disaster. Gemini Education Horoscope. Your ambitions in the sphere of education are likely to have rough going during the coming month, since the configuration of stars facing you is none too favorable. You may lack the drive and motivation required for getting to the top. This would reflect in your performance, and you would have to look inwards for inspiration to correct this. Also, this would make it quite important that those sitting for any competitive examination go in for extra coaching. Students of electrical engineering, electronics, medicine, and those pursuing languages, journalism and other forms of mass communication should be mentally prepared to put in a lot of extra effort, since the situation may demand that they do so. Gemini Travel Forecast. A month during which you would do well to think twice before undertaking any travel for any purpose whatever, since it is unlikely that you would be able to realize this objective. Yet, the circumstances may lead most of you into doing just that, because of an unfavorable stellar configuration. Most of you would travel by rail or by road, with a little of it being by air. Even the most favorable direction in this period, which should be north, would fail to bring in any dividends. This apart, travel would also not be a source of pleasure as it normally is to most people, and nor will it open new horizons of understanding and opportunity. Gemini Family Prospects. A month during which your family affairs are unlikely to have smooth sailing, since the combination of stars is none too favorable. The family atmosphere would in all probability to be vitiated by strife and discord. Some of you would have particularly serious differences with your maternal relatives. In such an atmosphere, children are likely to behave in an ill-tempered manner. Their performance would also create grounds for anxiety. You should closely supervise their activities. Relations with your spouse may also be strained. Here, a tolerant temperament and patience would help a good deal. Financially also, you all may not do too well, even to the point of getting into serious debt. Plan your expenses carefully. Gemini children predictions. A month during which your children would create several problems for you and their own affairs may not fare too well, since the augury from the stars is not too favorable. There is a distinct possibility of an injury or some other physical trouble to the wards of some of you. This would be particularly true of those who are adventurously inclined. Parents should take care that such among their wards are firmly dissuaded from taking pointless risks. The performance of most of them is likely to be below average. Those studying accountancy may face a particularly difficult time. This is the channel of astrology. We will be posting yearly horoscopes and monthly horoscopes, so subscribe the channel to stay tuned. Thanks for watching.